So what I've done, I've started with some graph paper, and I've measured that this is the size of my block. I guess I should show you that. We want to go all the way up. These I'm going to continue down here, all the way to the top of the line. You know, close to that anyways. Maybe we'll just go, doesn't look like okay, no, maybe just a little below it. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it down because it will go everywhere if I don't. And then just a real rough guide of where to bring the grass, the green part and the brown part down. So, looks like it's, you know, 3 or 4 down. I don't know, just real rough because that grass kind of goes everywhere. But also, depending on how many squares you have of each color, you know, so it's just rough. It doesn't have to keep it that way. You know, just kind of give you an idea where you're headed. So I did that. Now I'm going to take my wax paper and I'm going to just cut me a nice piece of it. Okay, just lay that right on top there. And again, I'm going to tape it down. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to cover. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of shortening vegetable fat, and I'm just going to put a real light coating on here. And this is going to help those blocks stick in place while I'm putting them all together. And so that's there. Now this is where a ruler comes in real handy as well to keep you kind of on the straight and narrow. Try to get all the chocolate off your hands because that kind of gets to be all over everything, and you can see some of those blocks are kind of messy. Okay, so now you're just gonna start in. This is kind of a tedious process, but unfortunately it's part of this whole deal. So you can start at the top, work your way down. There's really no rhyme or reason other than make sure you put the good side to the bottom. So a lot of times you'll have a front and a back. Just make sure that the good side is where you want it to be. But see, these are 1/2-inch squares. I have 1/2-inch graph paper I found online. I just downloaded it. It's like from printfreegraphpaper.com. So it's, you know, you can get a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, but you don't want to go any smaller than 1/2 an inch because you will go crazy if you do. So just start laying those blocks out as pretty as you please. Now all the ones on top, on this top level, are going to be green or some variation thereof. And so there we go. Just start laying them in. Like I said, put the pretty side down because that's the side that's actually going to be showing on your block. So, and just keep them as straight as you can as you go. You know, things move, but you don't, you know, these kids that play these games, man, they know if it's straight or not because they'll tell you. So they are very persnickety about their game. Okay, so just keep adding a couple here, and it doesn't matter if they're 1 block or 2 or 3 together, it's fine. It's pixelated. It's supposed to be all kind of mixed up. And just start grabbing them. You don't have to really even think about it too much. Try not to think about it, you'll go crazy. But yeah, just put them in there. But here we go. Keep it, you know, keep them kind of straight if you can. If you can. Some of them, you know, if you cut them out on your 1/2 inch, they should be pretty close. And if you see them kind of going wonky, then pull them off and start over.